Hello there, welcome to the Perfume Experience. My name is Rodney. So today we are going to feature a house called as R J Perfumers. This has been quite a delayed video because I've been using their fragrances for at least from the time of October. And this is a relatively new house, and R J Perfumers is run by Jitesh Dominic. He has basically been a perfumer, but he is also doing this as a part-time thing. So we've been trying a lot of his fragrances from from his collection, and a lot of Facebook groups initially started by suggesting a couple of them and then saying it's great value for money and you should try it. And I think it's one of those houses that is purely underrated in terms of the price to value to performance kind of a point, right? So today I am featuring to you about 10 to 12 fragrances from his house, and obviously it's going to be difficult to review all of them, but I will definitely tell you which are some of his highlights and which are some of his lowlights, right? On that note, let's get started. So first thing to note is that most of the 10 mls that you will get is around 150 rupees, and the 500 ml is basically at a very good value of about 500 rupees. Okay, so this is how his 50 ml kind of looks. This is one of his private blends called as Cigar. Now this is a fragrance that is basically going to be about a little like a gourmand kind of a fragrance. So let me just do a quick fun spray. This is a fragrance that talks about a lot of pineapple, bergamot, lavender, sandalwood, all those kind of things, and a little bit of a dates as well. So it's got a very nice profile of a gourmand kind of a fragrance, but a very a beautiful citrusy, tobacco, ambery, that kind of a fragrance. Very, very nice. In fact, if you look at his private collection, this cigar is something that I would highly recommend you to try, because this will give you a good lasting about at least seven hours on apparel, and projection is good at least about good projection for about 40-50 minutes time, and performs also pretty well. It does about 2 to 2.5 feet of projection. In my opinion, among most of his creations that I've tried, which is I have about 15 fragrances here, this I would say is definitely worth trying. Of course, this is really, really nicely done. For a private blend, this is very beautiful if you're liking a scent which is for the evenings, right? So the fragrances that I have from him are, or the highlights that I would say, which are really good that I've tried and I kind of enjoyed is, one is of course Chanel Men Privé. Okay, this is really nicely done, and it's a very nice fragrance, especially for office wear kind of a thing. It smells very nice, very classy, and even in good humidity, it gives you about at least about 4 to 5 hours of performance. So this is very, very nice, Chanel Privé. Next one that I would really encourage you to try is Tom Ford Sacred Wood. Okay, so this is this is by Killian Sacred Wood. This is also a very, very nice fragrance. This is a woody fragrance, but this one performs really nice. It's got a little bit of a sweet element, that and that woody note all throughout is very, very nice. So that is something that you should try. Sacred Wood is good. One of his nicest creation in terms of a summer is Bulgaris Aqua. So this is really nice. It's a very nice day wear kind of a fragrance. Very fruity, very citrusy, very good for summers. And this again does moderately about 4 to 5 hours in terms of performance. So this is another one that you should try. And I would say that you should look at, if you like Gucci's Voice of Snake. Not a lot of people have alternate of it. It's a fragrance which has got rose, oud and all of that, but very different, and it's a very loud kind of a fragrance. If you like a beast mode kind of a fragrance that you've been wanting to try in that line of fragrances, then you should definitely try Voice of Snake, which is very good. And like I said, it's very, very nicely done. His popular creation for many people has been Zara Tobacco. Okay, so this is a very nicely done fragrance. It's a little sweet, a little ambery, sandalwood again, and a lot of tobacco note kind of thing. Very, very nice. If you like tobacco kind of fragrances, or if you want something try in the evening, you should definitely try Zara Tobacco. That is another try that I would say. Right, so Voice of Snake is done. Yeah, so another one that I tried yesterday, which I kind of very, very much liked a lot, is Tom Ford's Grey Vetiver. This is really nicely done. That spicy element with that vetiver and all of that, very beautiful fragrance. Again, this is a little sweeter, okay, but again, it's got a little bit of that spice element to it. So especially for summers and for a long day wear kind of a fragrance, this is really good. So this one is also pretty nice. Kenzo, I have the this is the EDT version, and I somehow felt this is underrated fragrance, because this is really nice in terms of its marine note, but with that metallic vibe to it. It's very, very nicely done. It's a fragrance that's very unique to daywear, and I think by itself Kenzo is a very good office wear kind of a fragrance. So if you like a more salty marine kind of fragrance with that Ganymede type of metallic note, then you should definitely explore Kenzo. Okay, this one also is pretty good. La Noida L'Homme is also nice, but I would say that the other houses make it a little better. So this is okay. And Sauvage Elixir is very good. Okay, so again, this is nice. This is not as punchier as the OG in my opinion, but it's pretty good in terms of scent profile. Lacks that punch or that tobacco part of it. Is a little sweeter in my opinion. So if you can consider, you can look at Sauvage Elixir. Okay, then of course I would say that of between Afghano and Prada L'Homme is nicely done as well. This is a good scent. And of course Leatherwood again is, I think, Christian Dior, and I kind of really enjoy this particular fragrance. This is very nicely done. This is a leather, oud, ambery, tobacco, dark, a little, not exactly sweet, it's more ambery I would say, and it's very well done in terms of its scent profile. It's more sharper, and the oud is also pretty nice. Okay, so it's on the whole, it's a nice fragrance. Okay, some things that I would say can do better is, for example, for me, Interlude Iris was very loud. Okay, Black Afghano is okay, and Tom Ford Noir is okay. Okay, it's again a little bit of a sweet fragrance. It's nice, but I think if you look at the top picks, that I would say is definitely Aqua is very nice, and Zara Tobacco is very nice, Grey Vetiver is very good, and Chanel Privé is very nice, and Sacred Wood, and of course is private blend of Cigar, right? So in my opinion, of the last 15 days or so, I would definitely say this particular fragrance house is very underrated because of the price to value ratio. So you get a 50 ml for about 550 rupees, and about most of the 10 mls are about the 100 rupees plus mark, which makes it very good. And the scent profile is really nice. You don't get that alcohol blast. Okay, you get good performance and good scent profile overall. So in that way, I feel that this is a house that you should definitely explore. So if you're looking to try new houses, and then of course definitely try RJ Perfumers as one of them, because I think this is a very nice clone house that makes a lot of good fragrances. They don't have a lot of collection like lot other houses. I would say they have restricted number of collection, but of the ones that they have really good, and I've kind of liked most of the ones that I've kind of featured here. These are some things that I've always tried and enjoyed. Okay, so if you like a good house, if you want to try a good house without spending a lot of money, then I think RJ Perfumers is definitely a good value for money house, and it is one of those houses that was recommended by a lot of fraggates in the group, and it's definitely worth it, right? So on that note, that was my very quick introduction to you from the house series to bring you about RJ Perfumers, where I bring out new Indian houses to let you know how good their quality of fragrances is. So do definitely try them out. I'll give the contact details here up on the screen and in the description for you to try and get in touch with Jitesh, and have a good fragrance journey. So you're watching the Perfume Experience. My name is Rodney. This is a quick overview about RJ Perfumers. Till the next video, take care. Bye now.